All right, so today we're discussing the three ingredients you need for the perfect surf guitar tone. Guitar tones found in classic surf music.
I'm your huckleberry. That's just my game.
A quick disclaimer.
Disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research.
I am not suggesting in any way that this is the only way to get a great surf tone. If you have another way or use different gear to achieve your perfect surf guitar tone, more power to you. Continue to do just that. The first ingredient you're going to need to get that perfect surf guitar tone, or any guitar tone for that matter, is a guitar.
Thanks, Captain Obvious.
Now for surf tone, the single coil pickup reigns supreme for its ability to be snappy, bright, percussive, all things that are critical to a great surf guitar tone, especially the single coils found in guitars like this. Fender or Fender style guitars, which absolutely were the number one pick of all the early surf guitar pioneer players, whether it was the Stratocaster or like this retro sound Retrojet, which is Jaguar inspired, or the Jazzmaster. The single coil Fender pickup was the undisputed champion of early surf guitar tone. Number two, you're going to need an amplifier. The name of the game here is loud and clean. The early days of surf guitar, the Showman, the Dual Showman, the Fender Twin, all were top picks because they were very loud, but stayed very clean with tons of clean headroom. And that's what you want: bright, loud, and no distortion. And number three is arguably the most important aspect of achieving a great surf guitar tone. If you had to only pick one of the three things we're talking about today, the number one way to get there is a great spring reverb. All right, so in my band, the Surflings, I have been using the Surfy Industries Surfy Man pedal, which is basically like a Showman in a box, which is great. And underneath, it's connected to a device called the Surfy Power, which gives me up to 200 watts of absolutely clean power. So no matter how high I turn this device up, it stays clean, incredibly loud. And that is, again, the name of the game. You do not want distortion. As I stated before, the most critical element of your quintessential surf guitar tone is this device, which is called a spring reverb. Now this is a replica that goes on my pedal board of the 6G15 external reverb that was perfected by Mr. Leo Fender. That was then integrated into the blackface era Fender amps later on. This Surfy Industries Surfy Bear reverb is as close as you can possibly get to a vintage reverb unit, and it sounds fantastic because inside this device are springs, just like the real thing. Now, there are lots of spring reverb emulating digital pedals out there, and those can be great as well. But if you want the absolute exact sound of spring reverb, you got to have a reverb that has springs in it. Okay, so to illustrate the point of the importance of the reverb, I'm going to play something. We have the right guitar, single coil pickups. We have the clean, loud amp. And I'm going to play something before I use the reverb so we can really emphasize how important the spring reverb is. So at this point, it just sounds like a loud, clean, bright guitar. All right, so this is where the magic happens. Once we add the spring reverb, we now have and that is how you achieve the perfect surf guitar tone.
Now we know.
And knowing is half the battle.